so that we don't waste any more of their time.
We're recording.
Okay, everyone. Thank you for hopping on this evening. My name is Natalie. I am a dietitian by trade. My background is in healthcare, and I've been working as a clinical dietitian for quite some time now, over 10 years, and have been watching, and mostly long-term care, subacute, and, have watched people, towards the end of their lives often enough, because I work with the elderly population, and watch families on a day-to-day basis struggle how they're going to pay for their loved one's care at the end of life, in retirement, so that always kind of falls in the back of my mind. And one of the reasons why I entered into this field, into this industry, because of the potential for residual and passive income that with just a few interactions with people. Walking through the store, Home Depot today, I realized that we're consumers. Like, I am just consuming because I'm an employee. I've had an employee mindset, but now I'm working my way towards changing that. And I've had a business background. I was in business with my parents at one time, which didn't pan out very well. Business people. They are, when they work to, when they're not there, they can't, everything pretty much falls apart. Their business falls apart. So I don't want to be that either. I don't want to be that person where I have a business that when I'm not there, everything falls apart. I want to get to where I have a business that has a system. And that's where this industry really has shown where you can actually, there's a system in place where you can actually have an income that can keep coming in and create a really nice nest egg. So I brought on Barbara Fralinger. Dr. Barbara Fralinger, who is my mentor, and she is going to talk about how understanding the binary system in which our particular company uses. There's other companies use other ways of pay, but the binary system is intriguing because it really it has such a potential for really a good income to create a nice nest egg. So Barbara, are you there?
I am here.
Okay. There
yes, you can see me. So basically what I plan on doing tonight is going over this binary system, because I've been involved in a binary since 2013 when I got into network marketing. And I really, really think that people don't understand the power of that compensation structure, because you can build a very deep organization that has strong roots and can continue to pay you over time, even when you're not working. So I'm going to show a couple visuals here so people can understand what exactly I mean by this structure, and how the compensation plan in general in Viseo is the most lucrative out there. It pays out over 67% of total company profits to its distributors, and it does so in 8 to 9 different ways. So I'm going to go through a little bit of those different ways, but I also, like with what Natalie was talking about, having that nest egg is really, really important, because a lot of people don't understand how much money they're going to have put away if they want to retire at age 65, 67, and have enough each month to cover their bills. And there are lots of different ways that people go about doing that. They can do it through saving, the regular employee way of saving. They can do it through real estate. They can do it through commodities. They can do it through paper assets, stocks, bonds, mutual funds. And they can do it through network marketing. So out of all of those different options, the network marketing option is the most lucrative, and it pays you more passively than any other option, and there's very, very little to no risk in it. So just some statistics: if you want to retire at age 67 and you live until age 90 and you have bills that equate to $2,500 per month, and you want to bring that in as a fixed income each month from the time you're 67 to 90, then you're going to have put away $1.7 million somehow, some way. So the question to really ask yourself is, what is your exit strategy for that? How are you going to do it? If you want to put away $3,700 per month, then you are, or have $3,700 per month, then you're going to have to put away $2.5 million. So again, thinking about where you are in your life right now, and if you have a savings at all, if you are trying to save for children with their college education and all of that, and you want to try and live a decent life to where, you know, you can vacation every now and then, how much money is that going to leave you for retirement? And then if you look at, okay, what do you have in your 401k? What do you have in a Roth IRA? And how quickly is that duplicating for you? And is it really dependent on the market? Or are you going to lose a lot of money if the market crashes, right? So you need to have some kind of system in place. And all of the people who are in the top 1 and 2% of the money makers in the world have systems in place. And that's what network marketing gives you. And all of those big earners think that network marketing is the vehicle, especially now, to do that. So I want to just share my screen real quick because I want to show you some things about okay. Slideshow. All right, can you guys still see me? Okay.
Yep.
All right, and you can see this. All right, so what do we mean by passive income or residual income? Well, residual basically means how much money is left over after all debts are paid. So if you look over time, and if passive is money that's brought into you without your active involvement. So if you look at this, over time, you are leveraging a system in network marketing because your income is going to grow exponentially, and your effort over time, if you're consistent, is going to become less and less. So there's also another caveat to this, that you may make some insane checks in the beginning of your business because, you know, you get some people on board to help you build a team, and, you know, you make customer sales or whatever, and you get some good checks, but then you're not waiting it out to see that exponential growth from auto ship and from duplication of your team. And I'm going to show you what that duplication looks like in your team. But for now, you have to understand that this is a process that grows over time and that you're not going to see right away. It's like a traditional business in that you don't necessarily see right off the bat that consistent income, okay? So effort is highest at the start, and proportionally, the rewards are small, right? But that's with every business, okay? Over time, your required efforts decline, but the rewards continue to grow. And you could eventually stop, but your income still grows. And that's what we all want, right? So this is what we call a binary structure. Okay, this is our organization right now. So if you look, BP stands for brand partners. So in Viseo, we have what's called brand partners. And these are people who want to sign up to build a business. And each person, each brand partner is its own business entity. So as me right there at the top, my organization, once I add someone to the tree that's on my left team and my right team, in a binary structure, you have two sides to your organization, right? So you have a left team and a right team. And what happens is, in that structure, you share one of those sides with the person who sponsored you. So my sponsor is Rick Gutman, and I am on his left side. So a lot of those people on the left side right here have been put in by Rick. And then I think the first person I put in is right around here. So you're getting help in a binary structure from above and also below. So it's one of those things where you, as a sponsor, the better that you mentor these little individual franchises or businesses, if you look at each one of these as a franchise or a business and you're mentoring them to grow, then what that's going to do is equate to more overall money for the entire organization that gets generated. But what's fair about this is that everybody has two sides to their organization. And if you're not working both sides of your organization, you're not going to maximize that compensation structure as much as if you did. So that's why someone else below you, if they're really building, right? If this person right here is really building their left side and their right side, and it continues to duplicate, but over here, maybe my right side isn't duplicating as much. So they're going to get bonused more by the company based on their efforts because they're generating more volume than I am in my entire organization. So that's what's really, really powerful and what's really fair about a binary structure is that all of the points that are generated roll up to the people who are above. And also, you're helping contribute by adding people below. So it's a very, very fair, but it's also a different organizational structure from the traditional because someone way at the bottom can make more than someone all the way up here if they're working both sides of their business and doing much better mentorship. So everybody is their own individual franchise and has two sides or two teams to their business. So that's what I really, really love about the binary compensation structure. So if we take that a little bit farther and we look at how you can benefit this way in your organization, okay, and I'm just going to collapse this right here so people can see. When you sign on, and here's our visual tree here, okay, actually, okay, yeah, so I should see my tree coming up, hopefully. Maybe not. Okay, here we go. So this is my actual tree coming on, and I'm going to just make this a little bit smaller here. So I showed you this, now I'm just going to expand it a little bit so you can see something. All right. This is how it's growing and growing and growing. And I believe right here, this person, right, I'm putting us over here real quick. This person, Sarah Bailey, her enrollment, okay, I'm here at the top, okay, right here. And then Sarah Bailey, Rick had added after me because I share, like I said, the left side with him. And then Kristen Johnson was also added by Rick. And then Mark Diaz was added by Fran Straw, and she also is above me and was sponsored by Rick. So this is where I am, and these people are getting added into my organization on what's called a power leg, all right? So the power leg is basically the shared or the common leg that you have with the person who signed you up, all right? Now here is my friend Sarah. She was the first person that I signed on my left side, and then I signed one person on my right side, okay? So now Sarah, if we look at her actual business here, she is not working at all. Like I just signed her on and she loves the products and she just stays on auto ship. But I want you to see this because it's really, really lucrative what's happening in Sarah's business right now. Because, okay, if it comes up, this has been kind of slow today with the business snapshot. But she just loves the products and she stays on auto ship. Let's look here. Let me just try it again. Beautiful. Maybe it'll come up quicker this time. Well, not coming up. All right. Well, basically, you know what? I'm going to do it this way. It comes up when I do this. Team dashboard. Sarah line. Sometimes when I when I access it that way, it comes up. But maybe it's not meant to come up this time. I don't know. But basically, Sarah has generated points and has not worked the business because she, well, if you look at mine, I think mine's coming up. And I apologize for this being very slow. All right, let's go down here. Let's try this again. Oh, well, now we can see it over here. This is good. All right. So if you focus right here on the left side, because Sarah shares that left side with me, you can see that she's accumulated almost 18,000 points and has not worked at or done anything. Now, she has not gotten paid on that, but that's the power of what happens when you sign on and you share a leg with a person who signed you, who sponsored you. So she just has that nest egg sitting there of points, and that equates to about $800 if she ever decides to work her business. Because in order to cash in on this one way of pay where you get bonused on points, you basically just have to add to the team. So you have one person on your left team and one person on your right team, and now you can tap into all the accumulated points. So it's very, very lucrative, and especially for people who may want to work this business in the future, but they're not sure about doing it right now. If they want to sign up and just, get on products and they like the products and they think maybe one day in the future, then they can do that. They can do that and start accumulating all of this volume because you're part of a team right now that's helping you even when you're not working. And that contributes to that whole idea of passive and residual income. Okay, so let me just see if she comes up now. She probably will now. But at least she came up in that last, okay, way too slow. All right, so to add along with this, I'm going to show this video real quick. And I have it muted because I just want to kind of go through it to show how we add people, okay? This is a binary strategy for us. So right here, let's just say this is our sponsor, Rick Gutman at the top, but he's a lot more girthy than that. He's got more muscle. So he's got a left team and a right team. Okay. And let's just say now that that's me and I'm sponsoring you. Okay, so I'm on Rick's left side, and I was sponsored by him, and now I'm sponsoring someone, say you, on my left side. So now I have to add someone to my right side in order to activate that bonus structure right there, okay? So the reason that I'm showing this right now is because as over time, I'm contributing to this leg, right? And I'm also, other people are also contributing to that leg. Now, Rick, let's just say like he starts adding more people to the right leg, okay, than he is with his left leg. So maybe this is his power leg because people above him are adding people below. Okay, so now he's going to want to try and build up this left side, because the more even that you get both teams, the more that you're helping both teams, right, you're going to bonus more. Okay, so I just wanted to show that real quick because that's very, very lucrative over time as you build a solid organization and you teach all of these little independent franchises how to build a business. Okay, so that was that, and I wanted to just kind of show you or go through real quick just the 8 different ways that we do get paid. So our customer sales bonus is the one way, and product introduction. So whether you sign up a customer or you sign up a brand partner, you get paid a 20% commission off of anything that they purchase. And then that team bonus is what we were talking about when you build a team and you have that binary structure. As soon as you sign up 2 people as brand partners, you can get $28 for every time you acquire 720 total points, okay, between both legs. So you're allowed to cycle up to 1,000 times in 1 week. So that's $28,000. That maxes out that one way of the 8 ways of pay. So I don't know about you, but I'm okay with, building a team to where, we all acquire points and I help them build their franchises. And the more that I help them, the more that I cycle, the more that they cycle. And, earning $28,000 just off that one way of pay in a week, that's okay with me. I mean, I don't know why that wouldn't be okay with everybody else. But then the other way is this compensation structure known as check match, right? So this is very, very lucrative as well, because if I really help my people start to bonus with their team bonus, so say someone makes on my team, one of my personally sponsored people that I bring in, they start to do really well and they start to bonus. If they make $300 1 week just in team bonus, then I get paid 20% of that. The company bonuses that for me. So they get paid $300. The company gives me $60 just for being a good leader. Okay. And it doesn't come out of their check. It's just a bonus. So imagine if you sign up 10 people and then they start to really take off in their businesses and you check match with them and they each make $300 1 week. Can you see how that can start to add up? And there's no limit to how much you can check match. And now the leadership bonus is the other thing that you want to think about when you're talking about a newer company like ours that's only 21 months old. Right now, we have a leadership bonus of 3% total global profit shares. Now, our company has already done almost 100 million in sales in 21 months. In its first year, it did 49 million in sales. We're in 12 countries. We keep growing. So right now, that leadership bonus, that total 5%, is right around $500 to $700 per week. So anyone who signs on and hits a rank of gold, which is signing up 2 brand partners and then acquiring 6,000 points on each side of each team, they qualify for this extra $500 to $700. But just think in another year what that 3% or that 5% total, if you are a founder, is going to look like. That's going to look like double, maybe an extra $1,000 a week just for you helping people build businesses. So the free vacations, the rank advancement bonuses, the multiple business centers, if you look at these rank advancement bonuses right here, this is pretty cool. Because if you hit a rank called Black Diamond, you get a total $100,000 total payout over 10 different payouts, and you get $10,000 per payout just for hitting that rank, right? And then Royal Black Diamond. So these are all the huge ranks where you get an additional bonus. And here's the global leadership, like we said. And you're trained on how to understand all of this and how to make money, and how to hit all of these ranks in our business school. So that's what's really cool too, because a lot of people, they just look at this like, well, how would I ever know how to hit these ranks, and what would I need to do? Well, all you would need to do is just attend our business school that's free 3 nights a week and watch the trainings and have us mentor you, because it's our job as the person who signed you up to make sure that you're successful, because we're not successful unless you are. So when you compare that to our corporate pyramid, you know, a lot of people will say, oh, well, this, looks like a pyramid or whatever. And it's like, okay, well, you can compare it to that. But the thing is, if you're at the bottom of that pyramid as an employee, you're never, ever going to move up and make more than the team leaders, middle management, vice presidents, president, or CEO. And the CEO, he doesn't feel a need to help his hardworking employees make more money, right? So that's the corporate pyramid, and that's where you're kind of stuck and you're working for someone else. In this structure right here, right, you can advance as much as you want, and you can get paid 8 different ways rather than 1. So that's why this is an extremely lucrative compensation structure. And what we have special going on right now, even with our company, is this new commission structure until the end of the year, where if you sign on a person on your left team and a person on your right team, you get a one-time bonus of $50. It usually is $25. So you get a one-time bonus for becoming what's called a star, which is our first rank. So you get $50 just for doing that. And then if you help them build a business, the company is then going to give you another $50 bonus just for helping Bob over there sign up 2 people. Okay? So that's star maker. And the big thing is our double introduction bonus for new brand partners. So normally we get 20% on their initial orders. And then after that, obviously we just share points, because now we're a team and we're just business and all separate business entities, and we're contributing to what's called volume points. But with the 40% rather than the 20%, if you enroll 2 brand partners, 2 new people into your organization within 1 billing week or 1 pay week, then you're going to earn 40% on whatever their initial order was rather than 20%. And this is why if you get people who really want to build a business, you can really hit a big number. So $960 per week just by getting 2 people per week on with a $1,500 or $1,600 pack, which is our introductory pack to if you want to build an actual business. That's the most that you'll ever pay in our business to start it. And you get almost 6 months worth of product with that. So it gives you enough product to share and also to be open for business, right? And to use yourself. So you can sign up for as little as $50. You can sign up for as much as $1,600. It depends on you and your budget. But for serious business owners, they can look at that $1,600 and think, oh my gosh, I mean, I can start a business just for $1,600, no employees, no warehouses, no inventory, no trucks, no equipment, and that's it. And normally when you have to start a traditional business, it costs thousands upon thousands of dollars to do that. And you have to worry about employees and payroll and all of that. With this, you don't, right? You have a fulfillment center. You have the Zayo business as the fulfillment center, handling all those things, the shipping, the product, and everything. All your job is to teach people how to build businesses and plug them into our business school by doing that. So that's what's really, really lucrative right now, and how you could, you get 6 new people into your organization or 8 new people this month, right? You could earn an additional $6,000 per month just on that, on enrolling them, right? And then you could earn your additional $500 to $700 per week with that global leadership bonus. So I would say if you wanted to add, if you know a couple people and they know a couple people who need to eat, sleep, make money, because we have products for improving nutrition, improving sleep, improving joint health, improving skin. We have 8 different products that are each in their own billion-dollar category, and they're disrupting the marketplace. So if you know 2 people and you can teach them how to teach 2 people, then this is a very, very lucrative business structure. So I'm going to stop my share. And what did you guys think of that? Does anyone have any questions?
What was my question? What are you familiar with the, I guess for people that are already in network marketing, some people don't even know what type of, compensation structure they're in. There's a unilateral and there's a binary structure.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you know the difference between the two? Would you be able to?
Yes, the difference between the two. So a unilevel is when it's basically designed for quick cash flow. So instead of building down like we do and deep, you build across, and then you get paid on those personals that you put into the business. And then if they go deeper, you don't necessarily get paid on all of the generations deep, right? But it tends to be that it doesn't compound. You get paid across. And maybe Trisha can explain that better, because you were in a unilevel, correct, with Rodan and Fields?
Yeah, so basically when I was in Rodan and Fields, I had, in order for me to get commissioned on anybody below me, I had to be 600 points in volume. So if I recruited 2 people and I didn't have 600 points in volume, I wouldn't get paid on the 2 people, any of their customers or their recruits.
Wow.
If I'd get paid on what they bought, but I wouldn't get paid unless I had 600 points. Mm-hmm. If one of the persons I recruit, if I didn't hit 600, if I hit 600 and I had 2 other people who also hit 600, I would be a level 2. And basically what that means is I would be able to get paid 2 levels deep. Mm-hmm. If one of those persons had recruited 15 people and they all hit $600, they would be a level, I don't know, like level 5 or something. So she could make more money than me because she had more people on her direct team that had achieved 600 points. And so she could get paid much deeper. The challenge was also, if I didn't hit 600 point volume and I had people that I had recruited, so from between my customers and my team, if I didn't earn 600 points, they could roll around me. Mm-hmm. And I would always get paid on their direct orders, but I would lose all of their volume. So what happens in that type of world is people buy inventory they don't need, because they're paying for the ranks. And I know this was never the intent of the company. I trust the owners of the company, but I know that it was happening. I know that people were afraid of losing their team, but for whatever reason didn't have enough customer orders, or maybe they'd only recruited 1 or 2 people. They didn't want to lose that volume. So they would go to the neighbor and be like, all right, I'll pay you back, just buy this much inventory so that because for some people it was just too worth it. And it happens at very high levels of the company too. It wasn't just the lower level people. So the unilateral is you had to meet these criteria, and then, oh, by the way, you could only get paid so level deep if you didn't have enough people. If you hadn't personally recruited enough people, you weren't
Right.
ever going to be able to go deep. You had to be able to go wide and then coach those people to go deep. And if someone didn't work the business, obviously they didn't work the business, but you spent so much time trying to direct recruit, because if you didn't have enough of those people, you didn't have a business. So I was very afraid of the binary system before. And honestly, it took me not really realizing it until this week when I signed somebody up on my non-power side, I guess you would call it. Non-shared side.
Mm-hmm.
All of the other volume was accruing. Mm-hmm. So as other people were recruiting, I had put somebody on my shared side, and then other people were put on that shared side. So that accrued volume was still there. And now I finally got to get paid on it. So that's exciting for me. It's like, great. I kept active. I kept trying to recruit. I got somebody, I recruited them on the Go for Gold pack, and I had enough volume between when I bought my Go for Gold pack, because all that volume, it doesn't die. It doesn't go away until it flushes when you have enough volume on your left and your right. So it's a very exciting opportunity to leverage a team. It makes me want to work harder for the team as well, knowing that everybody benefits. And so I think the one key thing that people are thinking, like, oh, I should only build on my side that's not shared. It doesn't work that way.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have to put, Rick teaches us 20 on the left, 20 on the right. You coach and mentor those people to do the same thing. You have to be equally distributed. You need to make sure you're also contributing to the team.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the key point, is everybody needs to contribute to the team, because otherwise that leg will die, and we don't want that to happen.
Right.
No. I wanted to also bring up, if either one of you want to chime in, what if someone is not working the team? Can we talk a little bit about about the Seo's feature of compression?
Oh yeah, that's really, really cool. Is that once you hit bronze rank, and I'm right now currently at bronze, what happens is if one of my people that I signed up does not earn, if they're not at the bronze rank yet, but they cycle, and someone that they signed up also cycles, or I can check match with the person that they signed up. So let's just say that I signed up you, Natalie, and then Josie was signed up after you. You signed up Josie. So I'm at a bronze rank, but you're not at bronze yet. And then Josie makes $300 in team bonus that week. You wouldn't get her check match because you're not at bronze rank, but I would get it. So that's the compression. Okay, that's how that works, is that the first person that's the bronze in the upline is going to get the check matches off the people in their generations. So you can check match up to 7 generations deep in our organization. So think about it like your personals are like your children, and then they're sponsored, or your grandchildren, and then your great-grandchildren. So if your children aren't doing so well, we know the grandchildren can do better sometimes than the children can. So, and I should be benefited from that, from my grandchildren still. If I'm the one that's nurturing them, oh, I love this analogy. If I'm the one that's nurturing them, then I should be getting the bonus. So, not my children.
Very
So
good
that's
point.
what's really, really cool, is that it's a bonus structure. Like, it's not that when anybody comes into your business as a brand partner, you get paid one time off of their initial purchase. You get a 20% commission if it's a brand partner. And then I believe, correct, Tricia? Yes. So on their first purchase as a brand partner, it is 20%.
Yeah.
It is, so it is 20%. So like I had somebody sign up, and for whatever reason she didn't purchase any product until after a month into the business. And so I still got paid when she decided to buy a product, but only that one time you get paid the 20%. We just need to update the slide because it's not they changed the compensation plan from when they created one of their videos. It's not 20% on customers anymore. It's around 15%.
But the brand partner
is 20%.
20%.
And then right now until the end of the year, if you get two that buy product in the same commission week, that's a 40% bonus. So
Right.
there's a huge opportunity to do some great money before the end of the year.
Yes. So, and that's what we need to focus on. This business is a business of teaching two people how to teach two people. So it's like if you bring on two people and then you show them how to bring on two people, then you've just duplicated yourself 6 times. If all of you work 1 hour, right, that's like you working 6 hours versus working 1. So, and as your team grows, if everybody works an hour, you get 100 people in your organization and everybody works 1 hour, a week, right? So that's like or 1 hour a day, that's 100 hours a day, 700 hours in the week. And you could never do that. And that's how you leverage a system, right? Because we're all working together, right? So you're not, and it's all based on points. Like I said, it's not based on commission. So I don't keep making money off of Natalie in terms of her, whatever she buys. If she buys something after that, all that accumulates and dumps into her side of the team are the points. And then the company bonuses me once there's a certain amount of points on each leg or on each team, like I like to call it, on each side. But I have to be helping everybody on both sides. So does anybody else have any questions?
Well, I think what's interesting is
oh, go ahead.
Yeah, you don't lose. Oh, hold on. Am I on?
Yeah, you're good.
Well, I also find interesting, you don't lose the points that you've accumulated. So like your friend Sarah, who's got like 18,000 points, once she starts working the business, if she's able to sign up, let's say 2 people a week on the gold plan, she's not going to cash out all 18,000 points from her power or shared side, but she'll cash out whatever point she cashes out, and then she'll still have 15,000 points left over for the next week. Because our system cashes out every week, you have to, it like puts a fire under your butt to keep working, because it doesn't last for a month. You get that rank for that week. And so for me, it's like I got a little bit lucky because I was getting help building the shared side, and that had some nice volume, and I never was able to tap into it until I had got the person on my right side. So I was able to get to bronze just because I recruited somebody that had to go for gold pack, plus all my purchases that hadn't flushed out yet and just kept carrying over until that happened. And so basically on Tuesday, I'm starting from scratch. But that's okay. I don't mind. It's nice to be able to know that if you haven't, if you don't have enough volume on one side, your left volume, as long as you are 80 points active, it doesn't go away, and have a huge opportunity to still capture all of that. And that to me drives me, knowing that there's money there just waiting for me to do my part, waiting for me to get my work in.
Yeah. Very cool. Yeah. All right. I think we had a very thorough conversation here. I think it really, for anybody that's watching that doesn't understand the binary, and for those people that are in a unilateral and didn't understand the binary, this is really a great explanation of it, and really articulates what we're trying to get through to people. So anybody else have any questions or any other topics, anything at all? No? Okay, very good. Well, thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Trish, for hopping on. And that was actually awesome. I like that. And everybody have a good night. And anybody that's watching this, please, I'm going to be posting this on my Facebook page. Just drop a comment, message any one of us, and we can talk to you a little bit more about our organization. All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.
Night.
Night.